welcome to Dicefunctional, where a bunch of friends sit around, throw some dice, and tell a story, and we share that story with you, our wonderful audience. Thank you everyone so much for being here. We appreciate your presence. Hi, it's Jason back. What's up? Special warm welcome to those of you who are tuning in for the first time. Greetings and salutations to you, friends. We hope that you enjoy your first taste of this group of friends, this adventuring party, this very story with the Neighborhood Watch. We hope you enjoy. Now, if you do, before we get into actually playing any stuff, catching up on things, and, potentially, robbing more libraries, some quick announcements and some ways that you can connect with us. First thing first, if you enjoy this group of friends, if you want to see more of us live, make sure to check out twitch.tv/Dicefunctional, where you can watch this very game happen every Saturday at around 4 p.m. Eastern time. You can chat with us live as we play it and experience the story live. In our opinion, still probably the best way to experience this. It's a lot of fun. And hey, we're live throughout the week over here on Twitch as well, so you can come and check and hang out while we do things. Kind of a cool special announcement. I'm announcing it here on stream. The Tuesday, LAN Party Tuesday Power Hour is returning. That's right. Not next week, but the week after, September the 5th.
We still have some setup stuff that we need to get done, but it's going to be coming back.
The whole background.
It will actually be LAN.
Yeah, it's as close to LAN as it's ever going to get, but it is LAN. It's a LAN party. That's what it is, because I said so. The whole background of my stream is going to look different and everything. So I need to do a little bit of moving and then setting up, and then we're going to be ready to keep on entertaining you guys. But we are live other times throughout the week as well, so make sure you check out the schedule that we have, and as it expands as well. But hey, if you like also catching up on previous things that we have watched, if you prefer to, just binge a whole bunch of content, you can head on over to YouTube, youtube.com/@Dicefunctional, where we have all of our previous sessions of not only this campaign 2, but campaign 1 as well. We have some cool checkpoints with some more of those coming soon. So that way you can quickly get caught up if you don't want to watch the many, many hours. If you don't have that much time, we totally understand, because it's a lot of time. But there's also the potential we'll be live over on YouTube concurrently at some point in the future. So if you prefer a different platform other than Twitch, we totally understand. So make sure to check us out there. Subscribe over there so you can be alerted to when new stuff pops up, because there's going to be a lot of cool stuff over there. If you prefer listening to things, or if it's easier for you to listen to things wherever it is and whatever it is that you're doing, not limited to, creating a picket line because the rich are awful and we should all eat them, you can go to wherever it is you get your podcast. You can search Dicefunctional and you can get all of campaign 1 and campaign 2 over there. There's a whole lot to listen to keep you occupied, while you make sure, you let the rich know that, they're awful and terrible. It's about the nicest way I could put that. If you want more information on the players and on the characters, make sure you type in Dicefunctional wherever it is you search for stuff. And if you want to connect with us on socials, we are at Dicefunctional everywhere, including on Blue Sky, except for X or Twitter, whatever they're calling it now.
Calling it Twitter still.
It's still
We're calling it Twitter still.
We're calling it Twitter.
Yeah,
we're calling it Twitter.
That app, we're still on there. We're at Dicefunctional with an underscore over there. So chat with us wherever it is. We'll also announce when, things are live. So, hey, best way to keep in touch. But that's enough of me telling you about things. We got some D&D to get to. Connor, take it away!
I don't have a soda right now. Becca, can you get me a soda while I keep doing this intro?
We are all going to die.
Where we last left the Neighborhood Watch, they had made their way into the grand city of Hargrak, the mountainous capital of the dwarves. Lived on the what?
Internet problems.
Okay. I was confused for a moment. Lived on the very surface by various peoples who are not generally liked by some of the more conservative members of the Dwarven Society, and in the center, heavily by dwarves, gnomes, and the occasional human. Hargrak is a massive city. Thank you, dear. That a massive city that has everything you guys can offer except for bookstores, because Connor forgot to put them in and needs to correct the map a little bit, but that's my bad. You guys did a few things around the actual city itself, looking for information on the factory in question where the medications used by many changelings are made, as well as general goings on. And in the process, the party's own Kaz came across a large, strong woman by the name of Electos, who, due to the law of dueling that is still around in Hargrak, did have to deal with a racist dwarf and dealt with him very swiftly. But where we had left off, you guys had agreed to give Electos the bounties from any of the people that you find there, as well as they would assist you in what you are doing. But that's where we had left off. As of now, it is... Let's see. Were you guys going to take a long rest or no?
I think the plan was to meet up at like 3 a.m., right?
Yeah, it was to meet up around 3 o'clock in the morning. So are there any things you guys need to do between right now at 12 and 3 in the morning?
Asher needs to do his shit.
Asher, you do have some things that you need to do.
I have a lot to do. Got days to keep up on. Asher's been locked away.
Yeah, you've been unable to meet the sessions, unfortunately.
Yeah. No. So in Asher's case, one thing everyone would have just kind of noticed in passing, having been around Asher for a while, he was limping a little sore, and seemed a little pissed off with the fact that he got beat up so hard. Looking a lot at his arm and just kind of trying stuff. So, there's a bean. There's a bean.
Bing.
So the first thing Asher's gonna do is, Asher's got to work on that arm. He's gonna work on the arm.
What's the current plan on it? Just making sure it cannot fall off during anti-magic situations. Asher is so the plan for the system really is he's grounding it out against anything anti-magic. Okay. I will. I'm assuming that is the primary thing that you are focusing on when it comes to actually crafting.
Yeah. That's going to be the primary thing. He's going to take some time to work on the sphere, because Tana already did some work on that, so I'm sure Asher would take a break when Tana did her thing with the sphere. But I'm gonna say Asher, because this is also part of a larger goal for him, with his automatons, is working of himself into these magic suits. These fire forged, I think he's gonna call them. His primary that anti-magic field fucked him up really bad.
That's fair. Okay.
All right. What would you like me to roll?
Tinker's tools. It is your typical.
Yep. I'll just do that. We get to do that, and this is gonna be good. Well, we'll start off with, that's an 18 plus 10 for 28.
28. Your main focus is, of course, on the actual arms themselves, and to ignore any other options for anything else that could complicate this further. You are just working on basically making a pseudo magic field that is centralized on the arm itself. Because to do anything else would overcomplicate it. Come on, baby, you can focus on me. The camera. I wasn't talking to you guys. My camera went out of focus, guys.
That was said in such a creepy tone. I want you to realize that.
You're being very mean to me, and while that might be true, I don't appreciate being called out on it.
Need to clip that and make that the new sub.
Oh boy, I don't know if I want that either.
We're gonna sign out here. It's been a good session, guys. All 15
GG.
minutes of it.
That's a fast session. Fuck.
Damn.
So, to avoid overcomplicating the situation for you, you've basically just decided only focus on making the pseudo magic field. If you do anything else, if you try to overcomplicate it, the arm is either going to not work or you're going to be at risk of making something that can malfunction midway through a fight. And that feels like the wisest course of action in your current situation. Do you think that maybe you could do more with more time? Possibly. But this is Connor out of character. You don't have that much time.
I don't know, and Asher won't. And Asher needs a solution right now.
Yeah. So you realize your wisest course of action is to basically just do what you can for the arm and don't try to overcomplicate it. So you began taking a few days to make the arm its own sustained magic field. It is not actually a stronger magic field than, say, most anti-magic. It just seems like it at the very surface. If you got hit by a particularly strong dispel spell, it would knock your arm off easily.
Yeah.
You know that. But for the purpose of just a general cone effect, it won't be a problem. So you would take the few days that you have working on that, and you'd be able to get it done without any real issues, I'll say. There, you will have to shell out some cash, I will say. We'll say, since you're crafting it yourself, about 500 gold, because you're basically, you're magic proofing your arm. But you're also fairly confident that it'll work in most situations unless it is intentionally focused on.
Yeah. Easy. Cool.
Are there any other things you wish to do?
So Tana had already started the sphere. I guess Asher will be there then to finish up whatever it is that she has it right on the cusp of something. So.
Yes. Did you roll a natural 20 on that, Tana?
Yes.
Okay, that's why you're holding off on it. Now I remember.
Yep.
I imagine what she did was, those little, like, ball and joint things that expand out when you toss them. She was, like, trying to get as much spin as she could on it as she was tossing it in the air again and again.
You're trying to make it spin so it expands a little bit as you're doing it.
Yeah.
So that's actually pretty clever. So Asher, you will see that Tana very clearly is right on the cusp of finding another thing with this sphere, and you realize there probably is actually still more to it.
Okay.
The sphere appears to have many more secrets than just what you found initially.
Yeah.
So you guys complete the actual sphere itself, and you will see that it begins to hollow out in the very inside of it, where the dull red gem kind of retreats backwards, but further back than the sphere should actually physically be able to go. And it becomes this little dark pocket.
Ooh. I mean, Asher will be looking around there. He's familiar with things like bags of holding and how those pocket dimensions work. So he's also gonna just stick a hand in there and kind of see if he connects with anything.
You reach your hand and you will feel it bump up against something.
Asher will go to retrieve it.
Okay. Pulling out of the actual sphere itself, You will see what looks to be basically like a head, like a not a human head, mind you, but it is a head-like form, made of small gears and cogs and other bits and bobs to roughly create the facsimile of a humanoid's head and face, with almost like a ball joint for the neck. It's a mechanical head.
Cool.
There does not appear to be any kind of power or life to it, but you can very clearly see that it is fully articulate. The skin has signs of once having the very fine metallic paneling that the outside of the orb has to make like a rough texture that would behave like skin and like flesh. But it's definitely fallen away in places. Like almost like if you drew a diagonal line from like the top of my face down to like the top of my chin, everything down here is basically kind of fallen away. More so from disuse than anything.
Got it.
But there does not appear to be any form of a power source inside of it.
Okay.
Why do we keep finding body parts and things?
That is a great question. It's weird that the fact that this has happened at least a few times at this point. Why? It is a weird, odd pattern. I, in my professional opinion, I'm going to chalk it up to being just coincidence, but I don't really have any other explanation for it. This is quite cool. Alright. Well, let us, and Asher's gonna put it on, and now he has a couple jigs that he uses for like, that he's used in making his own like body, the one that's in the corner. So Asher's gonna put it on, I would assume he has sort of like a shoulder to make like just like a bust, but it's like the shoulder pieces to kind of hold it. And as he's doing that, there are a number of the bots that are going to come out from various places in the cabinets and start coming over to help kind of attach it.
Yeah.
Sort of like a test bench, if you will, for like making sure like the head that he had on his robot like articulated and stuff like that. So Asher's going to put it on the test bench and just give it just like the least amount of power possible to see if anything happens.
So putting it onto this mechanism that you have that is not designed for it, you will watch that the face kind of begins to seize in rictus-like movements. The mouth opens up slightly, and then the eyes open up slightly and turn, and you can see very clearly it's supposed to be powered in a very specific way, and you've basically just powered a bunch of parts all at the wrong time. And they're going,
yep, he's gonna shut down. All right.
Okay.
Do you think this is one of the body things that HE was having repaired?
It could be similar. It could be very similar. I'm going to have to find another facility. There has to be more than one facility that can do the repairs. Oh, this is cool though. This is exactly what is going to get me to the next level with my own.
Sure, there's a facility right beside this city. Did you not look at the map?
Doris, I have been in here for days. I'll be honest, I'm not even quite sure. I don't remember where we are.
And Darius will pull out the map and show that there's literally an Anatrominite spot just to the right of the city.
It's true.
All right. Well, we should. After assuming there isn't anything that is extremely urgent, we should check it out.
You know we're gonna go break into a factory tonight?
What?
I mean, fair.
How long has it been?
4 days. Have you not seen Electos? I yelled at you to build a new room yesterday and you did it without question.
Well, of course. Why would that question you at this point?
Do you not see the lady that is making Kaz have moral dilemmas?
Asher's like looking out the door. Oh.
Yeah, there is a
Wait.
there's currently a absolute tower of a woman who is present here. I can't recall. Did I say Electos was 6'8" or 6'9"?
She's
6'9".
6'8" or no, she's an inch taller than Vera, so
Yeah.
technically, yeah.
Okay.
Still, a beast of a woman.
Ah. Cool. Looks exactly like Kazai's type, though.
Did you even hear us when we told you this book's on Anatrominite here?
For fuck's... all right. Asher's gonna stand up and just sort of shake himself off. They're like metal shavings and stuff like that, like all over him. All right. Bag, and you're gonna see that a couple robots are just bringing over his bag. All right. I need the coat. Massey. All right. To the books. Don't touch the head.
You might want to bring Granny or Fitz with you because I don't know where the library is, and I think they mentioned it was restricted.
I could show you.
Or Tana.
All right. Fitz, Granny, would you like to go as we make our way into this area to look for the books?
I probably shouldn't return to the library.
What did you do?
What did you do?
Fitz, why do you look guilty?
Nothing that you need to know.
Fitz?
I'm reading. Can't you don't interrupt somebody when they're reading?
Boy, we gotta work on your poker face now that you're not wearing a mask anymore.
Fitz is just like
The-
big wide eye.
Did you
Very
join?
clearly not.
Fitz, did you join the ranks of the criminals? Did you
break
join
the
our
rules?
ranks? In taking what it is that you needed to
Fitz.
advance your consumption of knowledge.
Fitz did not break any rule.
I didn't steal anything.
Were you an were you an accessory to a crime?
No.
That's still a crime.
I saw nothing. I didn't even.
You know,
There's a library here.
there's a sticker on the back of that book.
I don't see it.
When were stickers invented?
Well, I can tell you there would be that
Incorrect.
I can tell you what would be in
Made
it.
in 1935.
There would be
Okay.
one of
Wrong.
those folders that has the sheet of paper of all the
Oh, yeah.
people who've checked it out.
Yeah. But
On the
Jill did
inside
point
of
out
it.
there's probably a stamp on the back of it then.
Yeah.
I don't see it. Please leave me alone.
You know, there's probably a bookstore in this city.
I have this book.
Connor didn't have enough time to make all of it.
We needed a specific book, and well, you don't return to where you just took it from.
Understood. Say no more. Proud of you, Fitz.
I
Good
was
job.
doing a kindness. Don't look at me like that.
think we're alone now.
This is all normal. Sometimes people lock things away that they shouldn't be locking away. Wait, you did say this was in the restriction section?
Yeah.
Everything about at the terminal? Alright.
Oh, wait a second. Tana? Asha, I need you to both look at me and listen to what I'm about to say. Because you're a Fey being, and you're an Irons. Do not burn the library down.
To
What
the ground?
would I have?
At all.
Do not catch the library on fire.
What reason would I have to do something like that?
And if for some reason you do have to burn the library down, try to get the books out first.
Got it.
You know,
I understand the assignment. Alright, Tana, let's make a quick trip to the library, so that way we can get on with whatever it is we have going on this evening.
And since we do plan on long resting, I can use spells without worry.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Alright then, you'll probably be needing this. And this. As she'll hand the bag of holding to Asher, and then cast Longstrider.
Perfect. In that case, let me...
You can tell she's assisted Kaz in the past.
Yeah. Cool. Now that we know we're doing something awful-ish. Asher has a couple things. Okay, so I got Longstrider on me. Perfect. All right. Done. All right. There we go.
Okay. Making your way through the bustling city of Hargrak, you guys would begin making your way back over to what was the library. There, you can see a large building carved out of stone, well decorated on the exterior, and leaning very heavily into an Art Deco style of aesthetic. As you make your way inside, you can see that the receptionist there will give a polite little wave while allowing both of you in without any real issues, as neither of you are elves.
And I'm gonna distract the receptionist. I'm gonna say, hello again. I've decided I'll start a little bit smaller. Do you have any books about people who fly up particularly high up in the sky?
I can't see what I have. I may well have something of that sort. And she will begin to look around for books about people who flew high, which is certainly something. I'm going to say you're not going to get a book by doing this, because you are you're intentionally just trying to distract her.
I know, and I doubt that the books would actually serve any
actual
function,
purpose,
because after a certain point, regular means of flight aren't effective because there isn't enough atmosphere for them to get proper lift.
So while Tana distracts the receptionist, Asher, you start heading back towards what is very clearly a restricted area. You can see that there look to be basically like barred, they're like almost like cell walls separating one section of the library away from the rest, with a barred off, with a cell door to it, that very clearly needs to be unlocked in order to enter.
Okay. Let's see. Do the bars go all the way to the ceiling?
The bars do go to the ceiling, yes.
Okay.
I need to point out, that is very much a mistake in construction you make once and then never make again.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it needs to be unlocked. How? Asher's going to take a little peek at this lock.
Okay. Looks to be fairly standard. typical dwarven metalwork, most likely with some gnomish lock innards. So pretty good as locks go, especially considering the town that you're in.
Got it. Okay. Well, Asher's gonna do a little look around. Definitely a little look around. Can he see anywhere, like, do I know anyone of import up here? Not like full on celebrity, but like somebody who like reasonably could come in here and potentially demand to be, or not demand, but ask to be let in.
I mean, you certainly know folks in here, but the Irons family reputation goes far in largely craftsman circles and like sales circles. So like your reputation is best used in circumstances where either you need to deal with a merchant or you need to deal with someone who is directly buying from you guys.
Right.
Which in the case of like large places like this, it tends to be like independent contractors who need weapons and weapons and armor, or the rare circumstance where, say, like a government actually needs that, but that's not common, especially not with dwarves.
Yeah.
If there's anything they can do, it's make a shield and a sword.
Yeah. We're gonna purchase from a different angle. Asher's sister is currently I don't know if we settled on whether she's just an instructor or somebody of like the higher up faculty at one of the institutions. Place of learning. Having visited her a few times, would Asher know somebody of dwarvish descent who was a scholar at one of those schools?
It'd be a matter of being aware of them. You wouldn't be familiar, but you'd know them. Know
their name, know their likeness, know their voice.
Yeah.
Okay. Know what they teach.
Yeah, I think that would be a good. Yeah, that'd be a good way of putting it.
All right. Cool. So, here's what we're gonna do. Asher is gonna find a quiet corner.
Yep.
And I'll just tell you Asher's plan, what he's gonna do. He is going to cast Enlarge Reduce on himself, and then is going to hit himself with Disguise Self to look like this individual.
Very clever. So you're going to shrink yourself and then make yourself look like a dwarven
man, and Asher is fluent in dwarvish, so we should be able to pop this off.
Okay. Yeah. This is a good idea.
Yep. I was looking at. I was looking at. Sorry, what can I use? Let me mark these off.
You only need to concentrate on one.
Yep, and I only need to concentrate on one. So, yep. And my size is halved, and Asher's already short, so we're right in dwarvish size. All right. What are the origins of the dwarvish names here?
So most dwarvish names are Spanish or Portuguese.
All right.
Hi, you have a person who speaks Spanish.
Yes.
I could give you an idea for a name if you need one.
Yes, what name?
Do the name work for us?
I mean, if you want to go basic, you go Alejandro.
Yeah.
That one's hard to fuck up.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want a last name, you go Rodriguez. Perez.
Gee,
Perez is a good one.
Alejandro Rodriguez. It's almost like there's a character named that.
Sounds like there's several people named that.
That's a very common name.
It is a very common name. I need you all to know
like
that.
It's like John Smith.
That is John Smith.
Remember when we were playing a different game where I played a character named Alejandro? Yeah.
Do you think I remember that?
Yep.
You go Perez. Perez is also very Carmen
Yep.
or Garcia. I'm just saying. You want a name that's not common.
Yeah.
I mean, that's common. That's very, like,
Yeah.
in a sense like this.
Yeah. All right. But it is the guy's actual name, so if they start checking, yeah.
No, I know what you're doing.
Valverde. There we go. All right. So, Asher, with this new disguise, is going to go up. I'm assuming there's an area that it looks like that somebody would let them into this section. In Dwarvish.
Yep.
Good day. My name is Alejandro Valverde. I was sent here to look up some information on Edetremini. A blast sphere, and he's actually going to pull out the sphere for reference. A sphere of his was recently found. Now I have only been able to work some of it, but I heard that you have some information on him, and I'm hoping that I can glean some more of how to work this from your texts.
Roll persuasion.
Let's fucking go. 22.
22?
Yep.
But yeah, the individual you're speaking to is going to go, that's perfectly fair. And he's responding in Dwarvish, of course.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fair. I can let you right in. Of course, the book needs to stay on the premises.
Of course.
That is library protocol. But you can go right ahead and give the book a look over.
Oh, perfect. Thank you very much.
And they'll unlock the door for you and they'll allow you in.
Cool. Point me to, is it just one book, does it look like, or are there multiple books?
It is one book.
Okay.
That was the main one that was pointed out.
Mm-hmm.
Are there other ones? Probably, but like there's one that is your main objective.
Okay, cool. Asher will take the book and sit down with it. The first thing that he is going to do while we're doing that... Okay. Shit, can't do that right now. All right, cool. Asher is going to do a quick look through, really to see if any of this information isn't... He wants to see if it covers topics that he doesn't already know a lot about. Because he knows a decent bit about Edetremini, but he wants to see how detailed this gets, really see if this is... I'll give you the idea. Asher wants to see if this is worth stealing or not.
Okay. Yeah, so this book goes fairly into detail on bits of information that are a little bit further in depth than just the run-of-the-mill shit.
Okay.
It goes into hypotheses on what certain things may have meant, indications on symbols that are used by Edetremini that could have potential meanings, and attempts at discerning those meanings. Mm-hmm. Yes, it goes over quite a bit more than just what you know.
Okay. Cool.
Out of character, I need to say something to you.
Yeah.
This is very much something that if you steal the book, they're going to know the book was stolen. There's only one of these books.
Yeah.
So when this book disappears, they're going to start looking for people.
Yeah.
It may not be a bad idea to have a forgery. This is just me being candid.
It's we're Yeah. Okay. So, Asher is going to take a little bit of time. He's going to go to the earpiece. Quick question for everybody. Is anyone particularly good at forgeries? Like a specialization?
I'd like you to ask that question again.
Darius, could you forge something for me?
Yes.
All right. Perfect. All right. So Asher is going to direct Darius to an empty notebook that he has. And then describe the cover of this book in like very like minute detail. But we're just going for the cover. We're not trying to make this complicated.
You are trying to make it cosmetically look the same.
Yes.
Okay. I will have you roll persuasion. Actually, no. I will let you choose.
Okay.
You can either use a charisma roll to describe it.
Okay.
Or an intelligence roll to point out every small detail possible.
So something like investigation. I could use investigation.
Basically, investigation or persuasion.
Investigation or persuasion. I'm going to use investigation because I get +1 more. Oh, sweet. Okay, so that's 15 plus 7, 22.
Okay. So you are operating off of a 22, Darius. We will have to keep that in mind for later when you attempt to forge it. Okay. You describe the book as best you can to Darius, who appears to be taking notes on what you are saying.
Okay. Cool. Do we have a lot of time before the staff needs to go down?
About 15 hours, I believe.
Well, 15 hours until you guys have to go do something, but the library isn't 24 hours.
No, it is not.
Yeah.
This isn't a 24-hour library,
No.
guys. I don't think those are a thing.
And we're
It's not on a college campus.
Yeah. So we're 8 hours from like 3 o'clock in the morning is when we need to rest. So it's evening, I'm assuming.
It is 12 p.m. right now. Basically, for what you're looking to do, you have maybe about 5 hours.
5 hours. Okay. Is that enough time to get the forgery made and have Darius slip it through the grates somewhere?
No way.
No way? Okay.
Can
No
I-
way in hell.
Okay.
Can I suggest something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it possible, just to help Darius a little bit, if I gave the look-see specs, just to assist a little bit on the forgery?
If Asher had the look-see specs on, yeah, that'd be perfect. Because then you guys could use the look-see specs to look at a mirror and see what Asher's seeing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
There's also...
Can I also help? I can also do enhance ability if that would help as well.
You can do that as well. There's also a third option. Fitz has a trait that makes them a fast study. So if you want to make a detailed forgery, then the fast study can help give details while the enhanced ability gives a better effect, and Darius does all the work.
With our powers combined.
There is one hiccup. You got to get the look-see specs to Asher.
Yeah, and Kaz runs.
Oh no.
We have a criminal monkey who can.
I'm just saying.
Get in there.
And
I can
also,
just drop it off.
if there's like a way to get in, if they need a way to get in, I can use polymorph to turn her into something to like get her in there really quick.
I love that.
A rat
Immediately,
holding someone's glasses.
Asher's like, I need to steal a book and make a forgery to do it. Everyone's like, all right,
here we go.
We're going in.
Going in. All
But
right.
also,
Everyone.
all Kaz has to say is, "I'm the research assistant. He forgot his glasses," and they'd probably let her back to give the glasses.
Deception check.
You're not good.
No,
with
she's
deception.
not. I mean, see, I got a +5 to deception.
You already have kind of burned a little.
Oh,
bit.
that yeah. Well, they don't know, but I don't want to risk it. Yeah. I would either just sneak in or.
If somebody's sneaking in, somebody's sneaking in. But if you're going to the thing, obviously let Asher know. And then as soon as Asher hears you say something to her, Asher will come up and to help out in this situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm here to drop off some glasses in, and you go pick it up, and
Yes. Yeah.
essentially just.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're not trying to get in there. So.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm here to just drop off,
Mhm.
the things that are needed to help the
Yep.
forgery.
So
dropping
Professor
off the
forgot a
glasses and
thing,
getting
got
going.
excited. Yeah.
Completely
Oh wait,
believable.
you gotta give me the dwarf name because
Alejandro Valverde.
Alejandro
Eh,
Verde.
Yes.
Close enough.
Alejandro.
I can't say things.
It's okay.
It's okay. Just say Alejandro.
Yeah, that makes it easier.
Eh, eh, eh. So, Darius, you were not Darius. Sorry. You were provided the look-see specs. You begin making your way over there, Kaz, and you will of course come to the gate, and someone there does ask, "Can I help you, ma'am?"
I'm here to drop off some glasses. A dwarfman came in here. He forgot. He was rushing in to read a book, but he forgot his glasses and he can't read without them.
Okay. Hey, deception check.
Oh god.
Asher's helping.
Is this before they get to the desk?
I
So
would
This
have
is at the desk.
This is they are at the desk to
Okay.
let people in, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so first level, got it.
Yep.
Do I get help from Asher or is that just like the
No.
roll?
Asher's
No.
not there right now.
Oh god.
I am distracting the woman. Like,
Do not
the
fuck
woman-
this up, die.
That they don't count for 2, so no, sorry, Cody.
Give me a second.
well, I do have to say, you would over here.
Wait,
You roll.
I'm 19, actually.
Nice.
But I can't remember my attribute. For deception.
Charisma.
It's either charisma.
Charisma.
Yeah, but
Hang on.
are you proficient in deception?
No.
Okay.
No.
I got an 18 either way, so.
That's good.
Okay. They'll kind of nod at what you're saying, and they'll go, okay. And they'll direct you to hand over the glasses, and they'll then provide them over to Asher.
Okay. Nice.
I have to say, for the comedy, you over here, Todd going, so there's this thing called a Nord Air balloon there is, and it goes up to 31 kilometers. So if I was able to strap together 12 of them, I'd be able to make it to the moon.
Fucking up logic.
Probably hear
Also-
a deep sigh.
I would have, like. Well, how does the look-see specs work with the mirror thing?
So basically, you just once the look-see specs are used. Actually, let me double check the exact wording, because I'm pretty sure it's just a matter of a special word.
But isn't, like, need attunement or anything?
Attunement not required.
Okay, then I would have, like, probably have it be a mirror inside Asher's part somewhere.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, yeah.
You can very easily choose a mirror that's is like back over at the car. That way, all this work can be done.
Mm-hmm.
So, Darius, are you going to try to make a forgery in 4 hours?
Yeah.
Okay. The look-see specs are reflecting what Asher is seeing on the mirror. Enhanced ability has been cast on you by Michelle, or more accurately, Fizzy.
Michelle's in the game.
The game
Yeah.
now.
Michelle's in the game. That means I roll
So,
with advantage, right?
yes.
You do roll with
Pick two
advantage.
die for me.
It's you're doing intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, it would be the intelligence one.
Thank you.
Is that one of the dice I picked?
No, thankfully.
Okay. Go on.
So how'd it go?
That's a 17 on the die, plus... What do I add to this?
So... Ouch. So basically, it is your... It's intelligence plus proficiency, because you're proficient in forgery tools, right?
Yeah, I just needed to know which attribute, so...
Yeah,
24.
24, okay. So
That's
you...
a good thing Michelle gave me that. My other one was a 7.
I'm here for.
Yeah. So yeah, you will be able to create the forgery. You feel pretty confident in your results given the amount of time that you had at your disposal, which is none.
Before she hands it to Kaz to the guy, she's gonna look at Fitz and go, "This look believable?"
Hold on. And Fitz is gonna pick up like some tool and put a little like notch in it from the mirror. It's like, this is a notch.
Thank you.
Okay. So, who's taking the book to Asher?
The person who can run 1,000,000 miles an hour?
Okay. You're gonna have Kaz go back again?
Yeah, because we're slipping it through the grate, right?
Okay. So Kaz, how are you going to get it in there? Are you just going to walk up there with the book, or are you gonna stealth your way in?
I'm gonna stealth it.
Okay.
At least I have good stealth, not my deception.
Kaz. Real quick. Connor.
Mhm.
There's some sort of privy in this location, correct?
Outside of the area with the restricted books, yes.
Yes. So it's been a few hours. Asher is gonna make his way out, and as he's passing the desk, I will return shortly. Quick privy break.
Okay. They'll nod,
Mm-hmm.
gesture off in one direction.
Cool. Meet me at where the privies are.
Okay.
Trying to make it easier. Making this as successful as we can.
Okay. Stealth check from Kaz.
Let me double check my stealth. I keep forget. Oh, it's a 10. Yeah. Okay. So that's I rolled the same number. I rolled a 19 plus 10.
29.
Just disappears.
Without any real issues, you'll slip over into the privy and you provide Asher the fake book.
Mm-hmm. Just be as they're like crossing paths in the hallway, Asher just still in disguise, mind you, like makes a nod. Cosmo right hair. And lets the bag of holding just sort of open up just a little bit so Kaz can just drop it right in there.
Okay.
All right. And then Asher will return, making it look like he's doing some more studying. Glasses still on, and then making sure he's just out of sight of anybody. Will swap the books on the table that he's using, and then he is going to really we're waiting essentially until close for the library. Is there some sort of closing bell or something, or he's just somebody gonna come and say, hey, it's time to leave?
It's like any other quiet location that has business hours. So someone's gonna walk over to you and go, hey man, we're closing up, it's time to leave.
All right. Just a moment. In Dwarvish. I used Asher's accent, but he wouldn't have done that. Just a moment. And then wait for them to be out of sight, and he will return the forgery to the shelf, the actual book already in his bag of holding. Seeing as we are going to long rest, Asher's going to do one thing just to make sure. Really quickly out of sight, we're going to drop concentration on reduce, and then he's going to cast detect magic just to make sure there isn't some sort of like alarm system or something, like magic alarm system that he can see.
Okay.
Just to make sure.
Just like another member of the party has already done, which you in fairness to you, I just need to say, there is no sign of a magical alarm around here.
Okay, cool. That one burned, and we definitely have another use of enlarge reduce, so we're still within our spell limit. He will again cast reduce just to make sure it's more believable, just in case, and will nod as he is making his way out, saying thank you. I will either be back tomorrow or the next to continue my studies, but thank you for the use of your book.
Okay.
And
they will nod, and they will let you out, and you now have a we will basically call it a research paper or research documentation on Adatremini.
Perfect.
So feel free to add that to your inventory.
Will do.
I'm assuming there was nothing else that you guys had to do in that 5-hour time span. No. Okay.
Nope. Just further confuse and like that receptionist, because at this point Tana
did nothing wrong.
At this point, Tana's having fun with her reactions to the odd questions she asks.
You're just tormenting another human being at their expense.
That sounds about right.
It's a very Faye thing to do.
Yep. Okay, so at that point it's about 5 p.m. Now will be the best time for you guys to get a rest, so you can get a long rest in, and at 3 o'clock go over to the factory.
All right.
Alrighty.
We are breaking in somewhere.
I feel like this is actually an Asher in character question. What are we doing?
So we're breaking in somewhere.
Asher, changelings, factory, drugs.
Drugs at the factory with the changelings. This isn't that board game that you were trying to convince me to play the other day. What?
It's medicine that changes the changelings into something that they're not. That's mind controlling them. Is being made at this factory. We're breaking in and busting heads.
You could have just said that. It would have been so much easier. I just want to make sure I have the right spell combination.
There's thugs.
Mm-hmm.
Got that.
We're bringing in the big beefy lady that Kaz found.
All right.
I did.
Excellent. Okay. So, factory-wise,
And as a reminder, we were told that the guy who owns this place, something about his daughter's tuition is being paid by someone that's not him. Was that what it was?
I will say one thing.
Huh?
The person who owns the place.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the person who runs the place.
got that.
Listen, I'm trying to remember something that was...
No, that's fair. That's why I intentionally pointed that out.
Yeah.
Do we know at all who the individual is?
Nope. We just know it changed hands, like, what? A few months ago, I think, was both of our sources said.
All right.
Either way, we should be careful.
Quite important.
And we'll get to see Fitz try out some more of that new magic stuff he's got.
Oh, speaking of, I found out something. I know who my patron is.
And it's not like an evil god who's trying to lead you down a path of evil, right?
No, it's just the father of all gem dragon.
Oh.
Like the first one? The first ever one. He's like the first, like, out of all the gem he was the first one.
How did he make more if there were only...
That is a strange question to ask someone. You understand that, right?
Yeah, but I'm curious how dragon reproduction works when there's only, like, what? A couple of them?
Well, if we ever meet him, you can ask.
If we ever meet him, you're not coming. You will not embarrass me in front of my very cool patron.
But I'm a mom.
I don't care. He's a father.
Yeah, and our jobs are to embarrass people.
I'm not telling any of you where he lives, because I know that now. I know where he lives, but I'm not telling you.
So you're gonna go on your own?
Yes. Maybe. I'll figure it out later. We're not going now. But I thought that was very cool, and now we can go do
Crime.
crime.
It is cool.
Thank you. It's very cool. Probably one of like the top 10 coolest things about me.
If he's the first, what color is he?
I didn't ask. Oh wait,
Say it in the book.
opalescent. Like
And then-
like the sword.
Okay,
So-
this makes more sense.
Does.
It's then opal's multiple colors in it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Glad we're all on the same page now.
We have all the information now.
Some of it, for sure.
Anyways. We didn't do any surveillance of this place, so we're kind of going in blind. Let's go.
That is what I figured.
We probably should have, but too late now.
I considered it, but then I was too busy replicating a book.
It happens.
I suggested asking for a tour.
We'll just proceed carefully and
If
adapt
it
as we go. That's always been my style anyway.
Big smiles, like you mean it.
I think that's
It's
Trish
3
Ledger,
a.m.
I'm gonna make that.
All right.
Jesus
Connor,
Christ.
I don't.
What?
I hope
Connor's
you're
like-
talking about food, but because
I'm
you're being
looking
a
at
little
Trace
freak right
Ledger,
now.
okay?
It
You-
is food.
Connor, you keep being really fucking weird this session. I need
Not
you
weird.
to know that.
That was a
Not
very quick defense.
I'm no weirder than anybody else here.
Sounds like something a weirdo would say.
Exactly.
Fuck off,
Even if
weirdo.
something happened, we wouldn't know because this group's full of a bunch of fucking weirdos.
Well, even if you weren't weirder, you're still probably weirder than the average person.
As my daddy always said,
I think you
normal
guys.
is average. The average is boring.
I think you guys severely underestimate how weird the average person is.
Normal's just a setting
Sitting
on
on
a
a
washing
washing
machine. Normal people scare me.
Jesus Christ.
God. Look at this hat I'm wearing.
Are we going back to like that? Middle school? Are we going back to middle school?
Yes.
Oh God. Also, did we long rest?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I prepared sanctuary in case we run into any innocents. Yippee. Yippee.
I'm innocent.
No, you're not.
Let's not go that far.
Wrong.
So, you guys have been prepping for this, getting your weapons at the ready, loading up on any gear that you feel you may need, and you feel fairly confident in your current setup. You begin making your way down to the third level where the factory should be, if I recall my maps properly, but I can't see them. Is there a factory here on this section? I can't remember, guys.
There's two long, like, exhaust pipes.
Stacks.
Yep, that's it.
That's what they're called.
Exhaust pipes.
Sauce pipes.
Listen,
This building's exhaust pipes, man.
I can't remember what it was called, so I knew if I said that, it would be understood.
Makers.
Wow, sounds
Wow,
like a
look
Honda
at the
Civic
muffler
every
on
time
that
I-
building.
Exactly.
What you guys will note is that Hargrack, for being a city that is deep underground, is still remarkably comfortable in warmth. Not much heat is escaping outward, and the light that you can see around here is coming from dull, orange, buzzing electric lights that make a pleasant noise as you're walking past them, hearing the actual light humming. Looking
Connor, never
upwards-
have I thought a light humming was a pleasant
It's
noise.
a terrible sound.
Very triggering.
It's a very odd noise, but I mean, it's not
If I
that
can-
bad, guys.
If I can hear light bulbs, I will go insane.
Think of how many neurodivergent people are in this call right now.
I
Would
sit
you-
next to a lamp that's on, and I'm like, shut the fuck up.
What you will also note is that some moonlight and starlight is being filtered in through the actual ceiling through what look like almost like ship's prisms that are cascading out the light over the entire city itself.
Yeah.
Not much, but a little bit.
Yeah. Those are so fucking cool.
It also just makes sense for a giant mountain city. Why wouldn't
Yeah.
you have ship prisms?
Yeah.
So you all go to the third level of Hargrack and see what is very clearly a factory of some sort on the edge of this section. Still being built out. The third level is quieter than the rest. Still, there is construction work that appears to be happening. There are signs of large pillars of stone being cleared away for buildings to take their place. What do you guys want to do?
Does it look like there are lights on inside of the factory from the outside?
It does look like there are lights. Actually, no. I'll correct myself. No, there don't appear to be lights on.
Hey, Connor.
Yeah.
Does there appear to be like an employee entrance?
Perception check.
Just I feel safe.
For me. You didn't ask if I felt safe for you or for me.
It's still a 16 total.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Looking over the building, you can see that there are definitely several entrances in. A few on the actual side that look almost like delivery ports or ports for carts and what have you to be loaded up. A few of those are still open currently. You can see they have these metal sliding. Actually, no, they wouldn't be slider doors. They have these two large panel metal doors that are just swung open and allowed to swing freely currently while work is being done. There are also a few other exterior doors on the building. Nothing clearly labeled employee entrance from what you can see, though.
So what do you guys think the best point of entry is?
Can I? Well, I was gonna say. Oh my god. Izzy will look around to see if she can see anything interesting.
Yeah, perception.
Anything. Okay. Hopefully, I roll higher than. Can I guide myself since it was asked ahead? So like, I know
I'll
what
allow
I'm
it.
looking. Yeah. Cool.
Guidance, the best spell in Baldur's Gate.
Our friends was
And
best.
it's only because you can do it automatically without irritating a DM.
Yeah, it's true. You can just have it done, which is great. 8. No, plus 8? Yeah, plus 8. 26.
26 total.
16 plus 2 plus 8. So yeah.
You still don't see anything clearly labeled as an employee entrance, but there are people inside the building. You could see what appear to be various dwarves who are currently working at either unloading and loading things or packing up carts, which would then be wheeled over for preparations of shipments. There are no lights on because they don't need them. They can see in the dark. Why burn torchlight if there's no need for you to have them on? The fuck? Why? Whatever. Just something weird's happened on my end. Don't worry about me.
All right.
We don't.
Right? That's mean. I worry about Connor. I don't know what you're talking about. I worry about everyone, so.
I know, but the joke was an easy setup.
I know. But I still.
I am.
I do. I worry about everyone.
All right.
I'll let the people who can actually see kind of lead the infiltration.
What do the individuals look like that have, or like, because they have dark vision? Are they?
Yep. They the majority of the folks that you're seeing there are dwarves.
Dwarves have dark vision?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
If they're all loading stuff up right now, that means going near the loading bays is going to be the worst entrance.
Right.
So whatever entrance is the opposite way from where they're constantly going in and out is probably going to be our best bet.
I would agree. The more people we avoid, the better for now.
So, whichever entrance that is. Which I would assume between me and Fizzy, we'd be able to figure that out pretty quickly.
Which entrance again?
Whichever entrance is the furthest from the loading docks, since that is where they are.
Yeah, that'd be fairly easy. You can figure out which one will give you the most distance from those loading docks. Sure.
Are we gonna try and sneak inside? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, I don't think
Okay. I mean,
If we want evidence, sneak in at first is probably the best option. Because we can always go loud later, but you can't sneak after going loud, you know?
It's fine. And pass without a trace. It turns out pass without a trace is the most useful thing. I go from sending being my most commonly used spell to pass without a trace being my most commonly used spell.
That was like the only spell that Deo consistently cast.
To be fair, you had a paladin and plate mail.
Yeah.
Alright. We are passing without a trace.
You're passing without a
stealthing.
trace.
Which means, goodbye, Kaz. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Disappearing nothing.
I'm not gonna get a high roll. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
You still have, it doesn't matter. You have expertise. Your roll
Yeah,
is gonna real high.
I will point out you have a plus 20 right now in stealth.
I'm scared of when you get reliable talent at level 11.
What does that do?
It means your lowest roll and things you're proficient in is a 10.
Yeah.
So basically, your lowest.
You can still nat 1, but if you roll below a 10, it counts as a 10.
Okay.
So basically, your lowest stealth roll would be a 30.
Unless you nat 1.
Unless you nat 1.
Well, it's a 16 on my end, plus
Nice.
whatever number.
16 plus 20, so 36.
36.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Jesus. You make my head hurt.
No. Brooks, man.
Stealth.
Oh. I trust you.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
19.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Wow.
19.
That'll do. Pig.
That'll
That'll
do.
do. strangely enough.
Also, I do apologize if Jill seems distracted. I've done something by accident.
Did you hook them onto the water sort game?
Yeah.
I'm listening to everything. I just need to occupy my hands.
That's
No,
fine.
it's a good one for that. I was playing it earlier, honestly.
It's so mindless.
But it's so satisfying because everything gets all like put together.
It's
I played that
formulaic.
game before. I get that.
I play it at work between Sudoku and Solitaire.
I rolled a 29, so no, 15, no, 27. I'm sorry.
Okay. So we have 2 19s. Asher?
That's another. I rolled a 19 plus stealth for 23 plus 10. 33.
Nice.
Gaz?
Do I even have to?
Yeah, what'd you get?
36.
Okay.
16 plus 20.
Yeah.
Michelle Fizzy was at a
27.
27. Becca, what did Granny get?
She rolled an 11 on the die, plus 3, plus 10, so 24.
Gotcha. And Cody, what did Tana get?
Oh, a reminder that Cass is the only one who's good at stealth. 19 plus 17 for a 36, so I tie with Cass.
There we go.
Arnie's once again just like gone.
The carnies are good at getting where they're not supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Does that
the
mean
lowest.
Electos also have to roll?
Oh shit!
Oh,
I should
shit.
roll for Electos.
Electos is with us.
And she also has passed out a trace, so.
She does also have pass without a trace. Boy, I forgot to put in their token too. So one moment.
Yeah, sorry, the art's not done for that.
I was able to make a game token for them at least. I don't think it's great, but it's good enough.
Telling me to put down
Well,
the
if
pass
we
without a trace thing, and I'm like, can I
No.
put it down and someone
You
take it off?
Yeah.
I don't-
When you cast spells, you can usually
Okay.
uncheck a box of like,
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
thanks.
You've suddenly made half the city silent.
Okay. So Electos is going to roll her stealth, and if she does badly, okay, a 30 on stealth. That's good.
I think she's fine.
I think she's okay.
Yeah.
I think she's hot. Sorry, okay.
Yep.
Hot. Sorry. Fuck.
Okay, he's also really good at stealth.
She could, in theory, she could have made it better if she dropped one of her superiority die, but there's no point. There's no need to.
Is she wearing heavy armor where she'd have to roll disadvantage?
She has medium armor master, so she doesn't have to roll with disadvantage for
Right.
scale mail.
God, she's hot.
That's
You keep adding to her list of things that she can do and is a master of, and I'm like,
I want you to know the laugh Jolly just did was the very twirl hair laugh.
So beginning to slink your way into the actual factory itself, only Darius and Fitz appear to have difficulties with their stealth. Most everyone else appears to be doing well enough. You can also see, you can also see that
I
a
talk my way
majority
into most things.
a majority of this factory is just that factory. It's open floor space, concrete, and other locations that are intended for either storage of large boxes and what have you, or various materials. From where you guys are entering into this factory, you're basically towards like the back end, where you can see that you've wandered into what is effectively the storage area. There are large quantities of reagents and ingredients that have been piled up inside of crates and boxes, well sealed, and then closed up using hammers and nails. The alchemists here would have to pry open the boxes to know exactly what they're being used for and exactly what they are. But this is very clearly a storage area. Most of it you would assume is probably dried because it doesn't seem like it's temperature controlled.
I now know why Darius did so bad on her stealth. because she is looking to see if anything is useful as we go.
I mean, I will point out there are large, like, boxes, like warehouse wooden crate boxes that you can look into, but you'll have to pry them open.
If Darius tries, Granny's gonna she's wearing gloves, so the snap isn't loud. She's gonna be like, focus. Your spouse, your daughter.
Yeah, wait.
Hello.
I know, but Shiny is right in front of me.
Shiny later. Family first.
That better be a
she's
promise.
right. The shinies.
I promise.
But Granny, have you considered the shiny?
Probably don't have all the rare stuff just setting out anyways.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, let's keep going. Both for my spouse and my lovely daughter, and also for
Uncle.
stuff.
And stuff. Yeah.
Does Asher's familiar with this type of building and process and all this kind of stuff? Is there an area that looks like there would be administration offices?
No administration here.
No administration.
No, because this place is basically a single purpose shop. You don't need someone to be administrating all of the duties if you're just there to box things and make a certain thing. If you don't have the stuff you need, well, no big deal. So this doesn't have like admin offices and financials. They're only doing one job here.
Not looking for financials, looking for some sort of record of anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're back towards the front of the building near the loading docks.
Okay.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Okay.
Tana and Granny, you guys can't see in the dark.
But I can see enough to move around because of blind sight.
You can see within 10 feet of you. Granny, you're still fucked.
Yeah. I can see well enough to not trip over things.
She's holding on to Fizzy's shoulder or grabbing her little skirt.
So
Because it's really long. Like a train.
marching order is probably going to be best to have Kaz and Fizzy at the front. Because the superior dark vision plus with the person who's the most stealthy. Tana's also really stealthy but has limited sight. So maybe putting her in the back with Deus. So that way she can correct course.
Maybe Granny holds on to Darius then. And also if anything targets Darius, Granny's a body.
Yeah. All I need to see is the person in front of me, so.
Yeah, as long as Tana sticks to the group, she'll be alright.
Fitz and Asher are going to be in the center somewhere.
I wonder. Oh, good. It does flip a coin.
Ta-da!
I was just curious.
It pulls out a die you've never fucking seen before. It's like a D2, and you're like, huh?
I have a D2
Yeah, it's
somewhere.
a D2. Most D2s
It's like a
are.
Mobius strip.
Well, they're basically just D6s that have rounded edges, so that way you can only go onto
One of
sides that
yeah.
are 1 or 2.
You
But
can, in very rare situations, land on the edge.
you can. But continuing on.
Where's Electos?
Electos is sticking with you guys currently. She has no reason to be straying. You can see that she is currently kind of keeping an eye out and keeping her head up and mostly towards the actual loading dock itself. That is where she's paying most of her attention currently.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
That's actually what Pass Without a Trace is.
Don't be
It's just-
suspicious.
That's what it is.
Um,
It's just Fizzy singing that song.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't be suspicious.
As we're going, since Granny can't do anything else, and she's basically keeping a listen out. with the idea of like, since she can't see, noises are going to be a little bit more noticeable, I guess.
Mhm.
You know what it's like.
Yep. So you can roll perception to listen.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's a 19 on the die. Let me double check my perception mod, which isn't very high. Plus 2. 21.
Okay.
Basically keeping a lookout. But
it doesn't look like anybody here is actively acting as lookout, but you can see you can hear that there are very clearly the conversations of people who are speaking amongst themselves while they're idly doing work. You could hear the distant as people are loading up vials into boxes and then closing up the lids, putting them into crates, setting them off for shipping. And then you'll occasionally hear the distant as a cart gets pushed down a track a little ways.
okay.
We should be on the lookout for magical alarms.
All right. You know what? Go ahead and let me. Asher's gonna pull up detect magic, and we're gonna cast it.
Yeah. Like actually cast, or are you gonna do ritual?
Ritual's gonna take 10 minutes. That would take too long.
Okay.
Hold on.
Casting detect magic. There are no alarm spells or spells that resemble alarm near you.
Okay.
It looks like a majority. If there is going to be anything, it'd be further up ahead where all the activity actually is going on. But right here, no.
Okay.
I'd also like to start ritually casting it, so by the time Ashes wears off, then I can get it to go.
So I gotta point out, ritual castings typically require you to be in one place, because you're supposed to be doing a ritual.
Alright then.
Yeah, I just need to say it's not really gonna work. So what would you guys want to do?
Offices. That's where they're
Forward?
going to be storing the recipe, because they'd have to put the blend somewhere.
Okay. Making your way towards a section that looks like it will be something more like offices, you will also see it's getting much closer to the actual loading dock area, or at least the far edge loading dock area. You can see that there are what look like tracks that have been laid into the actual ground for the small carts to be moving things further along down the actual line. And there are very clearly people who are not that far away from you guys, maybe 300 feet at worst. It looks like there may be some smaller offices towards the right, but towards the left is where there are maybe some other offices that might be more noticeable or more important, but those ones are right in the midst of it. That's where everybody is.
So the offices
I
are
will
right
also,
in the midst of everything.
Yeah, I will also point out one thing that Fizzy says you have a super high perception check. You will notice. You will see that a few of these guys who are here working, the dwarves, they are carrying with them small, kind of like small, kind of stout bottles, kind of like just regular white, like clear glass, and they're occasionally just drinking from them. They appear to have some kind of a brownish liquid inside of it.
Dwarven coffee.
Oh.
Dwarven coffee. I remember.
My brain was thinking, what the fuck are they drinking?
That is such a sweet way of thinking of it.
It's like the coffee.
We're gonna call it coffee and not drugs.
It's coffee.
No, it's like the Japanese translation or the English translation of Pokemon. They all have coffee.
In the offices. Are there people currently in the offices, or is it like this is too late night? Okay.
These offices are empty as hell.
Please, these are 9 to 5 workers.
Yeah. Okay. So we would have to go past some of these guys to get to the offices.
Yep. Well, I mean, the empty offices, you can get to those. That's but they are close. Like, they're not far away, and if you make noise, they will hear you.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Does that mean you guys are going to the offices, or?
I don't know where else we would go to start.
We have to start somewhere.
If you're worried about noises, I can cast silence in that area.
Oh, that's a good idea. Because my other suggestion was gonna be like splitting up a little bit, not totally, but like only a few people go into the office. But silence is probably a better idea.
It's just if you want to like rummage around or break shit. in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Chances are I won't be breaking shit, knowing us.
Yeah. Yeah. Then, yeah, if we're gonna go do that, I'll cast silence.
Okay.
Yep.
Making your way to the right, over towards the office areas, you can see these locations are all quiet. Lights are off. No one is home. The wooden desks and chairs have all been pushed in. Various bits of paperwork strewn across some of the desks. And I would like you guys to roll me. Let's go with perception checks.
Perception.
Visual or general?
Just general.
Ooh.
Okay, roll the real die.
What is that?
That happened.
Should I be disadvantage or?
Yes.
Okay.
Little Miss normal human eyes.
Let me tell you,
7.
it doesn't help I nat 1.
Yeah.
My first roll was a 17 on the die.
Yes.
Maybe we
And
should
if
roll
I was
virtual.
at disadvantage, my other die was a 3. So
Yikes.
it wouldn't have mattered, advantage, disadvantage.
I was not built to be a detective.
I was!
Asher,
I
what'd you
did
get?
not.
That's an 18 plus 0 for 18.
Okay. Kaz?
I got a 9 plus 5. Can I ask Ruben to
Monkey! Look for me.
monkey? Well, I mean, I could. Hang on, I have to roll his sheet. Oh no, you already did it.
got a 22.
Monkey did better than me!
Why is the monkey so skill monkey?
He has eyes.
He's talented.
It's all
Jess?
that Starbucks.
I don't want to talk about it.
What'd you get, buddy?
Damn.
I got a 3 on the die, and this is perception, so it's a plus 8, so 11.
Fizzy? Oh, sorry, Fitz?
Well, I got a 3 on the die,
God damn it.
Stop rolling the same.
plus 5 for whatever the fuck that
An
is.
8.
Tired of it. I don't need
Fizzy?
it.
I rolled the same as the monkey.
22?
22. God, I wish that was me. I wish
Wow.
I rolled the same as the monkey. I rolled a
And
14.
then Granny got a 7, and Tana got a natural 1.
Yes, for a 6 total, which almost matches some of the party.
The monkey did it better than almost all of us.
Yeah, and I did as good as the monkey.
He's so talented. God, I love him.
Unfortunately, the monkey cannot verbalize what he's noticing, so I'll have to message this to Michelle.
I can verbalize.
Wait,
Yeah,
we can't
okay.
talk in here. It's silent.
It's true.
And unless if it is something that is red, because then neither of them can verbalize it.
Oh no, I was gonna say, we could write notes. Busy cans right the ends. God damn.
I mean,
You will have to do interpretive dance. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Luckily.
Lumen's been doing pretty good in classes.
She's been doing good, but I don't think she's enough grasp on reading yet.
No, I mean Ruben.
Ruben,
is
he
doing
could
really
probably.
Oh, is this the office's Cotter?
Yep.
Oh god, okay. I can't say anything because we're in silence. I do this. It's just like she just kind of goes. I don't.
What does this mean?
Michelle is playing charades with us on an audio medium.
Okay. Tana is going to hand you a notebook and a charcoal pencil for you to draw.
I can't draw this. That's the thing is I can't draw this.
Chaos is just gonna grab Fizzy's shoulder and pull them out into the hallway, away from the silence bubble.
Okay, thank you. What? Okay. So, you know how things sometimes, you know how you're like in a house or whatever, or you're somewhere, and it's like really messy, but like it's not messy in a way that looks normal. Like it's someone trying to make it look messy.
Yeah.
So it looks like it looks messy, but it was somebody trying to make it look like they were there. So it's not like it looks like they've not been using it. They're just trying to make it look like it's being used. Make sense?
Yeah. I mean, what you're saying makes sense, but why they're doing it doesn't.
It's your job. I don't do that. I can't. That's not my thing to figure out. Maybe, I don't know, maybe like they wanted people to think they're doing this, but they're actually doing stuff somewhere else?
I mean, these are the empty, like, side offices. They might all be in the main office.
Pondering this new information, we're going to leave off for a quick break here, as one of us does have to go run off and do something.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Chat, we'll be right back. And we are back.
Sorry about the extended hold. Again, real life things had to be done.
Real
no big
life.
Deal. So we had just left off. Fizzy, you had just figured out that the office area was staged to look like it was being used. It is not actually being used. Everybody else, you're still inside of the office area doing your own snooping. Are there any things that you wish to look around for inside of these office areas, or no?
I can't see.
Well, yeah.
Can I investigate if there's anything magical? Or
Yeah, sure.
with
You can
my
just-
mask?
Yeah, you can roll an investigation check for anything hidden.
Okay, let me see.
Can I
What's my...
also look?
Sure.
Because I have detect magic up as well.
Yeah. So both of you roll investigation.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what's added with my mask. Is it...
It's advantage.
Is advantage? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You would not believe what I rolled.
What you got?
I rolled both natural ones.
Oh! I'm glad I did a separate check. Because I was thinking, I'm like, I could give them advantage, but
No.
maybe not.
Stella
Jolly.
goes cross-eyed.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you cast silence.
Yeah.
Because that kind of nat 1, I think Connor would punish us really badly.
You're like, that floorboard's loose. And you pry it up, and it's literally just a floorboard you've now pried up.
I saw something glimmering under there.
It was a rock.
It's a good thing this place is silenced.
Oh
Here?
my god.
I love it.
You find absolutely nothing, Costella.
You know, fair
Nothing
point.
at all. Asher, on the other hand, Asher, what you would find is a notable lack of anything. The people don't even seem to have there aren't letters from their kids at their desks, or drawings, or little trophies, or things that they have as keepsakes. They're very bare bones desks. There's a significant lack of anything of importance.
A lack of nothing, if you will.
They also come back in from discussing that out in the hall with Fizzy, and just start grabbing and pulling people towards the door, as in we're going.
I do want to say, Tana has no idea what to look for, what is normal in an office environment, but she will take advantage of the silence and the fact that the people obviously aren't actually doing work here to loosen the legs of many of the chairs that when people sit in them, they'll fall.
Oh my god.
Because serves them right for putting on a charade.
Honestly,
I
fair.
will not.
Yep.
Yeah, I will not stop you.
But Darius will pull you all out of the office.
All right.
Darius pulls most of you out. Nothing
If
of
I
note
have
was
to
found in
roll,
there,
let
guys.
me know.
Sorry.
It's all right. That's all right.
The office is staged.
As we're leaving, it was pointed out, I'm assuming, that there are a few what am I trying to say?
Was that a door?
Why are we hearing a door open and shut?
Stop playing sound effects. You're making me think I'm having hallucinations.
I think people are
Connor's
coming
on the map.
inside.
I think Connor's putting
I hope
doors
they
on
do.
the map.
Why do you
Cyber-
come?
They're coming inside.
Is it
Vine
Keanu
boom.
Reeves? Because if so,
It will.
I think we should be quiet.
Yeah, stage whisper, obviously.
yeah, no.
Is there one of these? I'm assuming they're all dwarves in the warehouse.
Yep.
One of the ones that. Oh, fuck it. One of the ones that kind of looks like he's in charge.
So, in that case, let me bring you guys into the map.
Sure. Fallacy Factory. Wow, this is such a great map.
So phallic.
Wow.
Guys, I just need to let you know, I can click tokens to see what they see. I clicked this. It's just nothing.
But hey, the footprints on the floor look great. For what I can see.
Wow, that sounds really amazing.
Wow.
You
Imagine.
should also put the
This
watcher
is what
token
you get
down.
for playing a character you
should.
can't see in the dark.
I'm never playing a human again.
Or just
Don't
play a
look-
human
Don't
that
look
has
at Jason's campaign.
just play a human that has dark vision.
Granny on
Everything-
her hands and knees. Just... Don't worry, guys. I got it. I got it.
This is why the just 3 levels into Rune Knight Fighter is so great, because Stone Rune gives you 120 feet of dark vision.
It does.
It's,
I'm already a
and
fighter, though.
fighter with the actions. You also get the action surge
see-
and the.
Why do you think I went elf this time around?
You learned your mistake.
I learned.
See, I made
Dark
I mean,
vision is
I think dark vision is a 2nd level spell. right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can get that next level.
God, we were doing
I'm
things
so
at
sick
night,
of this.
okay? I regret not picking dark vision. I'm sorry.
I could get dark vision if I got 2 more levels
right.
in Atavis.
Asher, you will note that some people who were here that you only paid a quick glance to previously are not here right now. There are still a few guys who are over here at this table who appear to be loading things into the boxes and then bringing them into the little carts that are being used to bring them forward without to save people's backs and save you guys the effort. And it looks to be another guy up here who is currently opening small hatches up on the little scaffolding area he's on. And this is a touch too epic music. You can stop. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. And you can see that he appears to be making adjustments to something that is below him, occasionally pouring something into a container below it. And Darius, you can see that below the scaffold, there is what appears to be these large tanks. They look to be made of some kind of metal with a glass apparatus that are actually coming off the top of it, tubes and bulbs, stuff like that. And over here, you can see that there is a curtain, and there is another curtain that is separating off the main factory floor from other areas. And that's a door. All right. Okay. Stop it. Stop it.
Door.
That's enough.
You added
Kids?
interactables.
Kids! We are turning this door around!
I will turn this campaign around, I swear.
Stop it!
What is happening?
Dylan is opening and closing doors.
Nuh-uh.
To be fair, it wasn't Jill at first.
I don't even
Thank
have
you.
There's no mouse.
Stop it. I can see. No!
You can't see it. Is that there's no?
I can see
I'm
you!
over here.
I can see it.
I'm over here with everyone else.
No!
I had one of my characters had a flaw where they had mage hand and they had a compulsion to open every door they came across with mage hand once they were within range. It was not in Foundry, so you didn't have the sound effect, but pretty similar effect to this. Like, people be like,
So
what
fair.
the hell is going on here?
So fair. Okay. So
Can we door?
Fucker.
That one wasn't me.
Stop it!
It said my name, but it wasn't me.
Okay. So, what would you guys like to do? You heard the sounds of doors opening and closing as people began to make their way further into this area, but you don't see anybody else.
Hey, Connor.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
The carts that they're filling.
Yep.
Does it look like the same type of drugs that Bryn took?
Similar, yeah. They have the larger doses that are used for folks who aren't going to be able to get to a pharmacy regularly, and smaller doses for folks who can get there regularly. Okay.
Darius is gonna look at all of you and go, I'm gonna do something dumb if that's okay.
what is the plan?
And she's gonna take out her shotgun.
Did
Look
I
at
hear
the-
gun? What's happening?
Taking out the shotgun, looking at the first cart, looking back.
Electos is shaking their head. No, no.
You want to get something? Why not have Kaz go over there?
Oh no, I want them destroyed.
That will completely ruin the element of surprise we have right now.
Supplies?
The supplies.
Wait, they are everywhere. Look, if we are able to drag one of them away, I can pretend to be one of them and do a bit of scouting.
I think that some people need to start moving their way in there. We don't know where people are. The longer we keep waiting, eventually people are going to leave.
Who goes in?
The stealthiest, whoever that is.
Points at Tana. I mean, not
Points
Tana.
at
Points at
Kaz.
Kaz.
I mean,
No,
That's what
Tana
I meant.
and
Tana
Kaz.
too, yeah.
And
The
Tana can't really
Conans.
see is the issue.
I
Only
can see
10 feet,
I
which
can
is not
see 10
good.
feet and following
Then
Kaz's footsteps perfectly.
Then you stay behind with Granny. I can go with Kaz. I'm very good at sneaking around.
On a date, then.
I'm sure
Kaz,
you're
do you
good
have
at
any
it,
objections?
too.
That's
I want
Fine.
this place blown up before we leave.
We can do
What about-
something about their stash, but we need as much information as we can get
We
first.
can't just blow up the place if there's still evidence in here.
Also, if you just blow this place up, the guards are going to consider us criminals.
And also, if we blow it up, we won't be able to use it later to make legitimate medicine. You're not thinking clearly.
She'll put
You know
the
what they
shotgun
say
away.
about...
If you're going off with Kaz, you should take this. As Tan will like take out her earpiece or unclip it from your ear and hand it over.
Okay.
Welcome to the party line.
Yeah. All right. Short stuff. You go first. I'll follow up behind.
Okay. I'm gonna have to roll a stealth check, right?
Yeah. So will Electos.
But you still
So-
pass without a trace.
Yeah.
Still pass without a trace.
If you,
Okay.
are they,
Electos.
you guys are going. They're going to the office, right?
They're going forward. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If
And then Electos is give me a quick second, Jace. I just need to declare
yeah.
things. Electos is going to be burning a superiority die for ambush, and they're going to add an additional 2 to their stealth.
So a 28.
okay,
I rolled a 17 plus, I guess 20.
Stop opening
Well-
doors when you're not near them.
Can I also cast Long Strider on Electos before they go so that she can keep up with Kaz?
Sure. Burn a spell slot.
There we go. Because that way they can both move at full pace. I think barbarians do have some faster movement, but not
It depends on
enough
the
to keep
barbarian.
up with Kaz.
It's a curtain. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're curtains.
Watch it.
Yeah. Now you can go full speed.
Okay.
Castella, you and Electos make your way forward through the curtained area, and you can see what looks to be almost like a changing room or a locker room, basically. Little cubbies are set up for people to put their things away so that they can change in and out of work clothes, or at least dress into clothes that are less likely to get messy. Skip this
Okay.
song. 2 tenths.
So it's just a changing room full of uniforms, essentially.
Changing room full of normal clothes. This is where
Normal.
people's actual clothing are. They're wearing work clothes right now.
Okay. Nothing of important of note here. So nothing like uniform space. Can I unlock this door here?
Doors unlocked.
Okay. Guess I open it. Oh god, this hallway is so narrow! What in the world? Okay, so that's another curtain over down here. I'm gonna assume that's just another.
There is an open door up and towards the right of you.
Okay. No, I'm just assuming the left side of me is just like a
Wall.
curtain.
No,
Wall.
left side is just wall.
It's just a wall? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go check. God. Do I need to roll stealth because I just literally... Well, I didn't even know this door was open.
Just to show you Kaz's view, I moved the watcher on top of her. Yes, please roll me another stealth check as you moved straight ahead and didn't realize that the door was wide open.
I didn't know it was wide open. Oh god, do not
Maybe-
fuck this up.
Maybe if you just pretend you're meant to be there.
I'm good! It's a natural 20!
Let's go. So, cows with a 40.
And you hear from the two people who are inside, Doc, out of curiosity, is it the alcohol we're being given as a treat? Is it possible to make it a bit stronger? And you'll hear from the voice behind the desk, no, we're not going to make it any stronger. It's just something so that you guys can have a treat while you're working. You guys can handle it. I'm sure you can handle some low-level alcohol. It's not a huge deal. I'm not going to be giving you whiskey, all right? And you hear the two dwarves go, kind of grumble amongst themselves. So, would you like to keep moving?
Yeah, but I'm gonna warn Alexis that the door is open on this side. So if there is any means of going very quickly past this door, hopefully.
Electus will very quickly scoot their way forward.
I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, there's another hallway. Can I do a perception check on either hall?
You don't need to do a perception check, but you can just tell me that you're gonna kind of poke your head around and I can show you.
Can I poke my head on the right? Ugh, there's a cockroach here. What kind of fucking maintenance is in this factory?
You can see that there's a short hallway here and a series of 4 doors. And a cockroach on the floor, and it stinks in here.
How describe the stink? Is it like
Fecal.
very
Doo-doo. Poopy.
Like
Poopy.
feces. It smells like poo.
Why does it smell like poo? Is it the bathroom or something?
Maybe.
I don't like it. Just maybe.
Said
Oh, God.
maybe.
Just okay. And then okay, that's a dead end. Except there are 4 doors. What about the one on the left here?
Leaning around this door, you can this hall, you can see that it's another hall that stretches down and goes into another corner.
This is the
Okay.
weirdest factory in the world. Why they got such tiny hallways? What's going on? Is this the back rooms?
They are also smaller.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Is this the back
Dwarves
rooms?
are still wide, though. They're still considered medium creatures.
Electos holds up one hand.
Hmm.
And she points towards one of the bathroom doors.
What about the bathroom door?
And then she'll hold up one finger and she'll point behind the door.
Okay.
Oh, there's a person in the bath.
Do you want to like take him out? Is that what you're saying? Or okay, then I'm following you, man.
Okay, Electos will back up a little bit towards the door.
Like Hitman stuffed their head in the toilet.
Except this is like an out style.
Yeah. And then she'll
Latrine.
quickly swing the door open and then rush in.
Oh God, there's another cockroach in here.
Oh, there's more than one.
Kaz is like.
Are you going to follow behind her or no?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You guys see that there's one surprised man on the toilet, and Electos is going to bring the flat of her blade down on this motherfucker's head.
Jesus Christ.
You might want to shut the door.
Oh, yeah, good point.
The Watcher can't see though, so metaphorically, can we shut the door?
Yes. Can we metaphorically shut the door?
Metaphorically.
How I want to get out of conversations. Can we metaphorically shut the door on this?
She'll go for a versatile swing. If she can manage it.
This guy was just trying to shit on company time.
The boss makes $1.
He's
I
at
make
his
it down.
vulnerable. We need to.
Oh, no!
Evan is resting in peace.
He's dead.
I'll roll a crit then. Oh fuck!
He's dead.
If he's a commoner, he just died.
Well,
Connor, did they just kill someone on the toilet?
Electros just rushes in, takes the flat of her blade, and just fucking bludgeons him over the skull, and he drops to the ground pantsless and very clearly like bleeding from the top of his head, which has a slight dent in it now. He is in a bad sort.
He was just shitting.
Not a sanitary place to go down out there.
Oh, what did he do?
At least he's not dead. Hey, Connor, how close was he to dead?
Oh, over. She was going for non-lethal, but still, she
did too well.
Did really well.
That man's never gonna be the same.
No, that man will never be the
I
same.
think you did brain damage.
That's what workers' comp claims are for.
You see Electos is kind of like holding the sword and going.
Yeah, I think you kind of overdid it with the.
It's fine. It's fine. We can maybe use his clothing. How's everything going with you guys? She'll talk to everybody else.
What?
If you have not noticed, Darius has started slipping to the side.
Hold on a second. Let me quickly bring.
I did notice you leave my limited sight range.
Yeah.
Darius disappeared. Where'd she go?
And I'm using Rushed Incant to cast Detect Poison and Disease.
Okay. Using Rushed Incant, you check to see if there's any poison and or disease present, and you will see that all of these vials are indeed contaminated in some way, shape, or form.
I actually have a question because I thought about taking in purified food and drink, but would that work on these tampered potions?
Yeah, in theory.
Should have prepared.
It's also a lot of stuff you have to do because every one single one of these.
It's a 5-foot sphere.
Every single one of these.
It's a 5-foot sphere.
Becca, you can't see this.
Can't see it.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I can see through the watcher.
That's like this.
Doing the
The watcher doesn't even show all of them.
Okay, so
It's a 5-foot sphere.
Am I allowed to move the? Yeah. Here you go, Becca.
If we clear out the area, I can spend as much time as need casting it ritually. And
How many days do you want to spend on it?
Yeah, it's
as many as possible.
Becca, when we leave, we're just gonna ruin them all.
Yeah.
It's much simpler.
So, Darius, Tana, Fizzy, Fitz, Granny, and Asher. What are you guys doing over here?
Oh, isn't that a question?
I'm basically waiting for the cue to cast the light cantrip.
I, full disclosure, am not entirely sure what we're meant to be doing here.
Gathering information?
And is that why we're going to fight? Because we're gathering information.
I think we're gonna get into a fight.
Why is Electos here? She's not gathering information. She's killing men on the toilet.
she's
Money.
She's helping us because
Some of these criminals might have some of the thugs might have criminal records.
and she wants to
So
take
she
the
wants to
bounty.
collect the bounties.
Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. Just put me where I'm useful.
You got it, Chief.
I haven't a clue.
Darius is sneaking along.
Okay. While this is occurring, I realized I should quickly roll for something. Jolly.
Yeah,
Heads or tails?
heads.
Heads. Okay, so 2 is going to be heads, 1 is going to be tails then. Heads. Okay.
Well, I don't like that.
I will provide no further context.
I mean, I'm not supposed to move around and I can't really see anything, so I'm just keeping an ear out.
Darius, Asher, what are you guys doing as you're sneaking around?
Keeping an eye on this individual, to be sure.
Yep.
I don't have a way to knock him out without... I don't think so. Doesn't seem like just normal folk, right?
No. And now that you guys are close enough to see them properly, these are all very clearly not normal folk. They have some pretty shitty, but still pistols on their hips.
Got it. Okay. First of all,
Darius
what
is
is
still
this
walking.
on the floor?
Those are ants. That's what Darius
Ants.
is following.
Okay. Ants. Cool.
She's
trying
gonna
to-
say in the earpiece, by the way, I'm following a line of ants. I'm sorry in advance.
Okay.
Look, it's weird that all these ants are coming in and going somewhere.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, Asher is following at each corner, though. We're kind of stopping it and keeping an eye. I'm really keeping an eye on this guy and keeping an eye out for anybody else.
Darius, I can help with that. If we can figure out why they're doing, I can talk to them. Remember?
Oh yeah. You
Speak
should
of
probably
animals.
come. You should
I
probably come
have
over here.
I have speak with animals. I always have speak with animals up. Like prepared. I always prepared. I will follow Darius. I can see her, so I know where she is.
Yeah, I mean you've got.
Fitz will remain on babysitting duty for those who cannot see in the dark.
Yeah, I was like, can Fitz help me and Tana like hide somewhere? Because I feel like we're just kind of standing
Yeah.
out in the open.
I will say this: there's nothing here, so hiding in this little hallway here would not be a bad idea.
Yeah,
There's
that's
nothing-
perfectly fair.
I like the thought of there's nothing here through the earpiece. Granny going, where is here?
I'm gonna let Connor move me because I really
Already moving.
am.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Just putting you guys there puts
So-
you out of sight of everything.
Where are the ants?
Yeah,
Are they over
thank you.
here?
Yeah, they're on the map.
Yeah, they're on the map. They're on the floor.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't really see.
This
okay,
place
I see him. Okay.
is awful.
Mm-hmm.
What
We
do you mean?
need- What
The
we
ev-
need like OSHA. We need like the
We
Food
should-
and Drug Administration.
We
I
should have disguised ourselves as
the
OSHA and or
FDA.
the FDA.
Yeah.
I'm casting speak with animals.
If we get out of here without triggering
I'm
anything, that's
leaning down to where the ants are,
New plan.
and I cannot wait till like I get a chorus because they're all like,
Hello, Betty. We got my friends.
What did you say?
I said hi guys. I always say hi.
Hello.
So, why are there so many of you here? It's a
There's
little weird.
food
Where?
somewhere.
Okay, what is the food? Do you know?
No,
Oh gosh.
Follow pair.
the trail says food's this way.
Which way? I don't know what this way means.
Forward.
That's. I didn't mean to hit that door. Ignore me.
Is it a lot of food?
I think so.
Darius is gonna be like, Asher, come on.
Food.
All right.
Okay. I'm coming with you guys.
I'm actually going.
Goodbye.
I'm going to this far door. As soon as
Is that where the
will let
ants
me
are
move.
coming from?
There's ants
No,
going to
the
both
ants
doors.
were coming from outside.
They're
Yeah.
coming from outside.
The
But
ants are going in both doors.
Okay.
I'm going to the far door, and I'm listening before I open the door.
How would you
Perception
open the
check.
door And it's like
Get on
a
the floor.
weed farm.
Also
Can you
tell you guys,
imagine?
do not I will tell the two of you, do not step on them, please.
I
They're
am trying not to.
Thank you. Asher.
Meanwhile,
Hey.
I stepped in on Ant. Oh,
Hey,
man.
Fizzy,
Yeah.
can you listen at the store?
Yeah.
I rolled an 10 total, so I'm getting Fizzy.
Can I say that for flavor, anytime someone steps on an ant, Fizzy just hears a blood-curdling death rattle of a scream.
Poor Fizzy.
Someone steps on a net and you're just in the here.
And it like goes on for a lot longer than you want it to.
Oh, poor Fizzy. Why does she have to
Terrible.
She has to suffer so much. He doesn't
I
deserve
cast
this.
healing word on the
It's
Help
too
me.
late.
It's
It
too
overheals
late.
the ant and it explodes.
It's too late. All right.
What?
Okay.
What'd you-
I rolled a 21.
Sick.
You can faintly hear the sounds of voices in this room. It sounds like one female voice that is talking to three other male voices. And it sounds like she is basically in charge of them and telling them what they need to do and how they need to do it.
So it's one lady
Feminism.
and then 3 other people. And the lady sounds like the boss. She's giving them directions and stuff.
Okay. Asher, can you listen at the other door and see if anyone's in that room?
Mm-hmm. Asher will do so.
Perception check. Yeah, perception check.
Yeah. Natural 20.
Natural
Ew.
20. It is absolutely the same room, but you will hear as well the faint bubbling and popping of something being heated and boiled. Just this faint.
That's a crack den.
Oh no.
I mean,
But
Asher will
Oh, shit.
relay the information for sure.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
How-
I realized I forgot to do something.
how close to the door do they sound?
The bubbling?
The people.
Oh, the people. Not super close. Like you have enough of a distance where it's gonna be okay.
Darius will. You know how you can open a door very quietly by holding on part of it?
Yeah.
So that way it doesn't make a noise. She's gonna do that as she opens the door.
Okay. Give me a moment while I adjust something because I just realized I forgot to put something on the map and I'm dumb as dicks.
Oh no.
Well, it's nothing significant. It's just I forgot that there's technically light in this area.
yeah. If there's a fire.
Yeah, exactly.
also-
There's.
You also didn't use my map, which is kind of concerning for me.
Shut up.
You should
I
have
worked
used
really
Bill's
hard
map.
on
Shut your mouth.
I saw it. It looked amazing, and it looked like
Thank
a
you.
pure work of
I
art,
hate
Jill.
you guys. so
Did anyone
much.
notice that it was lost? The map I made?
No.
The map I made was
I-
lost.
Damn it!
I noticed that.
Thank you.
I was
But
too
the
busy
ch-
You were,
looking.
you were like, what's the green thing? And I said,
But-
it's green.
God damn
But
it!
Jill,
It is lost.
Jill, the true loss is that it's not being used. It's all to
That's
waste.
what I'm saying.
I
Don't
hate it here.
appreciate my artistic.
You people make me want to drink.
You just did,
I mean,
creature.
reminder to everyone: hydrate, drink water
Hydrate.
fairly periodically.
Yeah. Darius is going to start slipping into this room.
Okay.
Hugging the corner over this way.
And I will bring Granny and the other blind folk up as well, so you guys can see.
Mostly blind.
Mostly blind. Because now, all right.
We
That
can
scares
just
the
look
shit
through
out
the
of me.
watcher,
Yeah,
you know.
You can leave us hiding.
Yeah.
We're hiding.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get in. It's just
Stop it!
It's not letting me go in. Okay, there you go. There
Why
you
is
go.
it-
I'm
I don't
not
like
doing the door opening closing on purpose, okay? I promise you that.
It was
Sometimes
you
this is
trying to
difficult.
select your token.
Connor, is my detect poison and disease just popping in this room constantly?
No, not entirely. There are moments where like what you're seeing is mixtures in process. Things are being made here, refined, taken from reagents and raw ingredients into something that actually does have some substance and use. So no, you're not seeing it tick off as poisonous because it's not necessarily poison. It's simply stuff being made.
Poison for
Poison for
Cusco.
Cusco.
Poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison.
I'm behind Darius, so.
That's
Okay.
Darius can see some of the ants and notice that they seem to be heading towards the people who are having the conversation.
Yes. I will move the Watcher up.
Do you want to peek down?
Do I want to what?
Like, squat down and listen to the...
I was gonna peek over this way and see what's in this little room.
Fair enough.
Okay. Peeking over to this area, you can see what looks to be a lone man, a dwarf, of course, and what looks to be a lone set of scaffolding above several of those large alchemical what's the word? Drums that you saw previously, with all the glass tubes and bits and bobs coming off it. Looks like he's going over them with a bucket of water and a scrub brush and is cleaning them out and letting the water flow out into the actual drain itself.
Anna, how high up is this scaffolding?
10 foot.
Okay. I'm gonna sit and eavesdrop on this conversation for now. Personally.
Okay. You'll hear the woman who's on the scaffolding looking down say, "Now, I'm gonna need all of you to please make sure that you handle the ingredients as carefully as possible. You've been selected because you seem to be the most detail-oriented, which is perfect. It's exactly what I need. So, boss's orders right now, make the assemblies and make the specific powders we need to then mix into the actual full final product. That means you two work on the mushrooms first. You work on the antler and the eyes. You don't help the guy with the mushrooms. You help with the scales and the eggs. We're going to need those to be processed and finely ground, very finely ground, okay? Once you're done processing them, get them over to me, and I'll be sure to get them into their mixtures and into their burners. That way we can make sure that everything is going as intended, right? Okay. Make sure you please avoid dropping stuff. We've definitely got an ant issue around here, and I think they're taking whatever gets left behind. Thank you." And you'll hear the of someone walking on the scaffolding.
I know what goes into that medicine.
Yes.
What sounds off?
The scales and eggs, definitely. Some mushrooms can be used in it, certainly. As well as maybe some of the eyes and antlers for some additive, possibly. The scales and eggs, though, you can't think of any reason for that to be there.
If we can get closer to them, I can maybe figure out what they are. Because that's sort of my jig. Like my
do a
gig.
quick roll for her.
I was like, we need to do another stealth check, I bet.
Yeah.
Just one from the two of you guys.
Absolutely.
Beat a 16.
Is it possible to hide under the scaffolding?
I rolled a 29 total.
29 total? Okay.
Natural 20.
You're fine.
Fine.
That is a -1 going forward, however.
That's fine.
And on that note, I am going to continue shuffling my way.
Yeah.
With Fizzy behind me.
I'm fine. I mean, I feel like I'm actually kind of the best person to be here for this.
You, Asher, and me, the three people that work with reactants the most.
Exactly, so.
Yeah. Anna's gonna kind of direct Granny to kind of crouch down under the scaffolding just to make it harder for us to be seen.
I'm
Gotcha.
gonna
Yeah,
whisper.
she's already kind of like hunkering down. So you just need to guide her.
I'm gonna whisper to Darius, like, if you can figure, I can figure out maybe what the other stuff is that's like not right. Maybe. Also want to see what the mushrooms are, what mushrooms they are using. Because sometimes it's weird, sometimes it's not. I don't know.
Mushrooms concern me less. The scales are what's weird, and so are the eyeballs.
No, eggs.
Eggs. Sorry. The eggs and scales are weird.
These ones here.
I can. Well, if we can get close, I can. Is there any way I can identify them from over here? I feel like I'm a little far, but.
Perception check.
Okay.
Roll high.
I did. I rolled a 25.
Fuck, that was the exact number I had in mind. The eggs look to be nothing terribly significant with the eggs. They look like they're maybe some kind of probably a bird. No, a reptile. They're too long. They're that long, kind of spongy looking egg. That means it's coming from some kind of a reptile. The scales, though, that's weird. Because the scales are small and they've got some nice color to them, but they don't remind you of any kind of reptile. Like a snake. No, that's a little weird, actually. Roll knowledge arcana.
Oh, I'm not gonna know that. No! I'm not one. Definitely not. It's not my area anyway.
It's not your area of expertise, so that's fair. But you got a good look at them, and you know what they look like. You know exactly what they look like. They're small, large for a scale, small compared to many other things, about the size of your thumbnail. Dull blue coloration, slight variation on the colors of the scales themselves. But they look like they have some actual fucking structure to them. So they don't look like something from like an iguana or a snake. You don't know what that is.
So I describe that over our earpieces. See if anyone else in the group knows.
I'm gonna look at Asha and Fitz for that one.
Arcana roll for you guys. Simple as that.
All right, Arcana roll.
Is it something that might be found in the Feywild?
No.
Is it something that I might have come in contact with at all?
You might know information about it. You can roll Arcana.
I'll do it in the... Let's go +1!
9! So 9 from Granny. You're racking your brain. You can't think of anything like this. Fitz, what'd you get?
13.
13? It sounds very, very familiar to you. It's on the tip of your tongue. You think that you know about it, but it's not. It's escaping you right in this instant. Asher?
I have a 24.
24. Quite good. So you think about this for a little bit and you realize the biggest thing that's kind of tipping it off in your mind is the structure. Rigid, hard scales. There aren't many things that have bright coloration and hard scales that you can think of, except for maybe dragons. Those are small. They're very small scales, meaning that a dragon wormling would probably be the closest thing you could think of. That's basically a baby dragon.
Baby dragon eggs?
The scales are from baby dragons?
Wait.
What color are they? Because I know where you can see
blue.
Color. What shade? Like,
is it like
a metallic
blue?
gem?
It looks to be a dull blue. You don't see any reflection to it, nor do you see any kind of like gem-like shine.
Chromatic.
So, a color, a chromatic.
Chromatic.
Yeah,
That's fucked up. They're using babies.
Hey Fitz, you just stole a book on dragons, right?
I did. Well, no. Granny did.
Do you know if they have a section in there about chromatic dragons?
Or maybe
Probably,
Fitz knows.
but I can't really whip out the
I
book
mean,
in the
when we-
middle of the factory.
When we get back.
Yes, I have the book. It's about all dragons.
Okay.
Well,
Oops, all dragons.
well, Fitz, do you know about dragons? Maybe you've run across about blue dragons in particular.
So, you would know you're a nerd. I feel like that's the reasoning we use for a lot of things on Fitz, but it's fitting in fairness. You know, like the basic stuff about blue dragons. They are chromatic, which tends to get a bit of a bad rap as dragons go. But the biggest thing is that chromatic dragons are, blue dragons specifically are typically desert dwelling. So it's very odd for these to be here. And also, desert or lake dwelling, meaning that they live right near oases. That's where they love to live. But they're lightning dragons too. So hard to hide. Their scales can be used for like potions of resistance, but this is not really the environment for a blue dragon.
Fitz will kind of sit there and just do that thing where when you're trying to like think of something and you're like, stop opening doors. Every time I hear one, I think I'm personally having an auditory hallucination. And I need you to stop.
I have to do stuff on my side.
I'll take his headphone right off.
But
Fitz will relay that.
as he relays that, Darius goes, "Where are they getting all the babies?"
Lucretia, maybe? Is there an import?
Dragon bags?
Or
Dragon
Albax is
babies?
pretty dry.
Or
They're raising them?
they're working with a dragon.
Who would... Wait, if they're dull, does that mean it's from, like, shedding? Or whatever wizards do?
Not necessarily. Asher got the 24.
Yeah.
When wormlings are around, when baby dragons are born, their scales typically start dull and then become shinier and more fitting to their name as they get older.
Put it bluntly, the second they hatch out of the egg, they're and stealing the scales.
They're getting farmed essentially.
Who would do that to their own children? I can't
The question
imagine.
is, are they working with a dragon or do they have a dragon?
Because it's maybe a
Wow.
lot easier to have a dragon than get it all imported. Because if you get stuff imported, there's a chance of an outage. If you have the
weren't-
source, it's consistent.
They're taking it from the dragon that they have somewhere here.
That means there's a dragon here. Or somewhere in the city or just
nearby.
outside Hograk. We need to find that dragon.
But
think
do you
the
have a dragon
dragon's in the-
detector?
No.
I don't know what you got with your new powers.
What kind of
Okay,
question? Do you
creature.
have a crime detector?
A little bit.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Don't lie. You don't have a crime detector, just as well as I don't have a dragon
I kind of
detector.
wish I'd known, because I can locate a creature, but I don't
Fizzy's
know.
got a dragon detector.
Technically, yes.
Dragon radar?
Hey,
I've
wait.
located
I just
creature,
realized,
but I
Connor,
don't
I'm
think-
close
I don't-
enough to all of these. Which one's a poison?
Oh, which ones are poison?
Yeah, or disease. The reactive.
Oh, the reagents.
Yeah.
So again, reagents typically aren't really poison, one way or the other.
The combination of things that make
Yeah, it's like it's it becomes poison once you heat it or prepare it. This stuff on its own isn't necessarily poison. It probably isn't good to eat. Like you can definitely say that there's a little bit of poison in the mushrooms and you probably shouldn't eat them raw. And the eyes definitely have a little bit of disease in them, in the sense that they're probably carrying a pretty nasty bacteria, but not in the sense that you are thinking.
Eris is just gonna say over the earpiece, we need to take this room. I need those agents. And it seems like the old lady on the scaffolding knows how they work.
Okay. Take her alive.
While you guys are doing this, I will hide the watcher, or the second watcher. Kaz and Electos.
Yeah.
Whatever
Sorry.
your voice.
What?
Yeah.
She's still recovering from COVID.
Oh
Leave
my
her
god, I
alone.
forgot you are. Jesus Christ, I forgot that.
Connor.
Wow, Connor, you forgot I was sick.
Fucking get him.
You guys have basically locked yourselves inside of the bathroom with the cockroaches, the flies, and the now unconscious pantsless man. There, you can hear the sound of one more commanding voice and two other voices that sound vaguely familiar, the guys that you heard in the previous room, as they are walking down the hallway, and the guy is telling them, so, what you are going to be doing is you're going to be packing up all the stuff we're making, getting them into the carts, so that we can then ship them off right and early in the morning. All right, boys? And you can hear the voices going down the hall as they keep walking.
Okay. It sounds like the two guys that we passed by.
Yep. Sounds like them.
Well,
And some other commanding guy. Didn't sound like the other guy we heard in that office.
well, do we want to head that way or do we want to head back? No.
I don't know. I say if we keep heading forward, we can get a better look at the entire area.
Right. Okay. Just to make sure, does this the guy we knocked out? Does he have like a key or anything at all, just in case?
So he doesn't have any key. Well, actually, I should correct myself. He does have one cheap-looking key, which, judging by like you would look it over very quickly and go, "Oh, this is a key to like a locker." this is the key to his stuff back over in the changing room.
I still nab it though. By the way.
No. Oh, all right. You steal the key to his locker.
You know, Cal's has to look. Even if he has 5 gold.
Gotta do it.
Still gotta do it. Okay. Guess we're heading down the hall. Wait, how tall are the ceilings, by the way? I'm just wondering. Is it like really small?
They're about 7 foot tall ceilings. So for someone like Electos, it is a little uncomfortable to go through doorways, but like, she's not scraping her head.
Yeah, okay. At the very least, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just asking if it's possible if I like grapple up
Onto the
Just-
ceiling.
Yeah, like if I have to, but I'm just asking how tall the ceiling.
No, it's not tall enough for that. Although good idea, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So, I will move the watcher. Move your character.
I'm going to the hallway that we haven't done yet. The one guy, by the way, down
Yep.
here.
It appears that you're basically at this point just following behind the guys that are going down the hall.
Uh-huh. Are they stopping? Or...
No, you hear them. You hear them continue to walk.
Okay. Just following. I'm gonna wait till maybe like one of them hears like in a maybe they enter a different room or something before I enter this hallway.
Okay. You will not hear the sounds of any doors opening or closing, but their footsteps do get distant.
Okay. So. Oh look, more doors. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
More doors.
More doors.
They're
There's
taking the hobbits to Isengard.
there's 2. Also, I can't move down. Thank you. Well, I know one of them is a kitchen. I think.
A kitchen?
I think so. There's like one with tables and a lot of stuff on top of it.
Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't.
I don't know. Can I just peek what's on the right side? Map coordinate map orientation. I'm looking at my right.
Sure.
Is that one locked?
No, that was me accidentally pressing the wrong button. You will see this looks to be a bunk area. It's so warm down here in Hargrak that using sheets not really necessary, nor blankets. So it's basically just a mattress and a pillow. And you can see that there are about 5 guys sleeping in here.
5 guys?
5 guys.
Do they make sick burgers?
Thank you! What about
Never mind,
milkshakes?
I've killed one, so now there are only 4 guys.
No.
Guys,
What
that's
will
good
it
news
do
for us.
without-
Combat's gonna be easier.
What will you do without their fries?
But yeah.
Do you want to knock them out before they wake up?
It might not be a bad idea. It'll give us a leg up on them.
Like, throat chop all of them.
Though I am worried that if anyone else comes into this room, we might not have enough time to knock out 5 guys in here.
Unconscious men and sleeping men look similar. It's fine.
Very true.
Okay, I have to agree on that.
It's like,
All right, up and at him. Let's get at him. Go.
Okay. Going in. Oh god, this is a big bedroom. Well, Tina couldn't grab that.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll need to knock him out. I don't think
Yeah.
I need to use my sword in this case.
No, don't do this.
So you'll see that she picks out one of her javelins and just grabs the butt end of it and just walks over to the nearest guy and goes, thwack! So yeah, Electos is gonna make her way over and just knock him the fuck out. It's an attack with advantage. Oh
Ooh.
my god.
That is
but the guy isn't armored and he's flat-footed, so he does
Yeah.
dex bonus.
This is Pathfinder. That's Pathfinder rules. Shut up.
And they don't call it flat-footed anymore.
They don't?
He is still unarmored, though.
He is still
Yes.
in bed. I'm just gonna allow it. And Electos will make your way over and just knock this fucker out. Would you like to attack yours?
yeah. What do I hit? Do I just hit it with advantage technically? Because
Yep,
You're
make an attack
asleep?
with advantage.
okay. Let's see. What do I hit again? Is it roll damage or just attack?
Attack.
Attack. Okay.
Is the advantage because sleeping counts as prone?
It's a mixture of things. 1, you're sleeping, which makes you helpless. 2, you are prone, so that's advantage on melee attacks.
Incapacitated.
Yeah, it's multiple things all at once. At the end of the day, it means it's advantage. Hit, roll damage. All right, out like a light.
And,
You bring
and
your
I'll say the wording of sneak attack is you can add it. You don't
You
have
don't.
to add it.
You
if
don't need to
want
sneak attack this poor man.
If you don't want to overkill.
I will add sneak attack if I don't make the check. That's all
Fair
I
enough.
have.
Whoops! I made that man invisible. Okay. Heads or tails, buddy?
Tails this time.
Got it. One is the tails in this case, because I can't make it actual heads and tails, so. Tails again. Would you like to call for Electos' one as well?
What? What was the
Heads or
question?
tails? Would you like to call for Electos' heads or tails?
Oh, is this them waking up or something?
It is something.
I say heads. I say heads for
Heads.
Electos.
Okay. Heads! There you go. Okay. Doing good so far. Moving over to the next one.
What kind of psychopath doesn't make heads one?
That's true.
Heads
Head-
or tails? Head is the start, tail is the end. One,
Nah.
two.
Heads, but
Connor.
heads is better.
What kind of psychopath uses 1 and 2? You should use 0 and 1.
Oh, shut up. Fucking binary nerd.
My brain's gonna melt out of my ears.
All right. On to the next one. I'll be honest here. Both you and Electos can knock them out unconscious, no problem. So we can just declare them unconscious.
Okay.
They keep disappearing.
Yeah, because I keep pressing the wrong button. Jolly,
Yeah.
heads or tails?
Oh my god, I hate this. Tails.
Tails. Got it. You got it
Yeah.
again.
Jolly, we found your hidden talent.
Hey, Jolly,
Yeah.
heads or tails?
Ah, God. Tails. For
Got it.
Electos.
You got it again.
Yes!
1 and 32.
Fuck! You have called several 5 coins in a row.
1 and 32.
This is impressive, actually. All right, move on. Is it gonna be you or Electos that knocks out this last one?
I want to do.
Okay. Move yourself over to him.
Okay.
You knock him unconscious. Heads or tails?
Right. Oh god, there's so much pressure already.
Yeah, I know, right?
Heads, I guess. This is the first time I'll fuck up.
Oh!
Though she said she knew.
In fairness, 5 in a fucking row is really impressive.
You
Yeah,
also
that is-
did call that you were gonna fuck up, so
Yeah.
like.
It's still also impressive in a different way. Okay. Perfect. So we're not gonna have a fight tonight, guys. Don't worry. It's way too late for it.
That's fair.
But it does mean I get to do this. You knock this man unconscious. You can say that very confidently. You bring the butt of your rapier down on his skull, and with a dull thunk, his quiet breathing turns to labored snoring. As suddenly he goes, being quite solidly knocked unconscious. And you begin to turn away, and Electos kind of gives you a nod as she begins to turn to leave this room, as you basically just saved yourselves quite a bit of trouble by dealing with this man and all of these men without ever raising an alarm. Saved you quite a bit of fighting. So you begin to turn and leave out of the room, and then you hear the snoring stop. And it's replaced with a gurgle. And suddenly you hear the man making these awful, throaty, choking sounds. And you see Electos is now kind of staring, like slightly bewildered at the man you just knocked unconscious.
What is he doing?
You see, as you turn around and look at the man, that coming up and out of his throat is what almost resembles like a good 100 or so worms that are starting to writhe and twist up and out of his mouth like a branching tree. But you realize it's not worms, it's a slime. It's a big fucking ooze that is just coming up and out of him.
God. Oh God! No.
And you will hear that he and almost seems to deflate as part of his stomach kind of goes away. And you see this grayish, wormy ooze coming out of his mouth, piling down onto the ground, has these little floating flecks of red and pink all around the swirling body, as its host has just been killed. Every coin flip you did for unconscious men was the difference between that happening and not happening. You did that 5 times and managed to avoid it every time. It was really impressive, dude.
Oh my God.
But you only have to deal with one.
Connor's like, please fail one. Please fail one. Please fail one.
Can I be honest here? The one I was hoping for was that you guys would fail in the bathroom, because that would have been so much worse. Because this is a large-sized ooze, and you're in a small bathroom.
You mean
That's
to
when
tell
you just
me?
shut the door. You go, gotcha.
I understand.
My bad.
Got it.
Is this the side effect for them eating this fucking brown drink?
It may have been something that was spiked in their drinks, maybe.
Oh my freaking God.
Fucking A.
You know, they wouldn't give them a higher proof alcohol because certain things can't live in higher proof.
It would have killed the slime egg. What?
These people are evil, bro.
Oh my god.
Here.
I say we grab this guy's deflated body, let the slime come out and go, this could happen to you! Get out of here!
What? It's already
No.
happening.
It's already happening. It's too late.
It might be too late for them. Yeah.
And with dawning terror, you realize that you now have to fight this and cross your fingers and hope that you stay silent enough to not alert everybody else. And we'll pick that up next session.
Oh,
Fun.
Do you want worms? This is how you get worms.
I get worms. Thank you all so very much for being here. I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah.
Cool shit.
I hope you were. I'm sorry about the gross body horror ooze thing. If you enjoyed this, please pass the word around and tell your friends. We stream very regularly. Soon we'll be picking back up our Tuesday streams, Wednesday and Friday, as well as this Saturday stream. You can catch us here on Twitch, over on YouTube, and on many podcast options such as Apple Podcasts. I think we're probably on Amazon. I need to check that one because I don't recall. It's definitely Spotify. So you can listen to us there. You can find us over on Blue Sky, as well as Twitter until it finally breathes its last awful rasping breath. But with that said, everybody, please say bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye.